We have a reading for you about a twin flame situation. Not everyone is involved in a twin flame situation, but those of you that have gone through a deep spiritual connection and then separation, you may be looking at a potential reunion. We've got the twin flame card. You may be involved in, or you are involved in a twin flame union. And then we also have the love magician card, which talks about being able to transform a connection. Now, the very nature of a twin flame union means that we've got two people who are being asked to do the healing and the work that they need to on their own in a separate you don't do the healing together, you have to do it individually. But that may be on the right track for the two of you to be able to have a happy reunion. So I love that for you. Hello, Rachel. How are we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. If you're interested in a homemade soy candle, hold on, I did it this time. You can also find my Etsy linked in the description box below. All right, let's see. I think we're going to start with, what should we start with? We're gonna start with the graffiti tarot. Let's see what else we've got. Hello, Salvador. Hello, Neo. Hello, Michael. And yes, happy Saturday, Rachel. I hope you all have some fun weekend plans. What else do we have? Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So your twin flame has been thinking about what you said, the way that you are able to draw them in while also maintaining boundaries. You want to be with this person, but not if it comes at the cost of your boundaries or the way you know you deserve to be treated. So they're thinking about what, like, basically the cost of admission is. If I come back around, if I want to pursue something with you again, I know I can't do the same thing I did last time. I know I have to take a different approach. So am I capable of doing that thing or loving you the way that you know you deserve to be loved? Or do I still have some learning to do, right? Thank you, Neo. I appreciate it. What else do we have? We have the Lovers in the reverse and the Sun in the reverse. Being away from you is for them like being without the sun. They don't feel that sense of rush or excitement being around anybody else. It's kind of like ruined dating for them. Once you have that deep spiritual connection with someone, it's really difficult to get excited about dating others because so much of the dating scene is just that like superficial energy, right? Hold please, I'm gonna light a little bit more of the candlelight action. Hopefully that'll help. It's kind of cloudy here, so there's not as much sun coming through the window. Hello, Hooks. How's it going? Hello, Laura. How's your weekend? Hello, James. How are we doing today? Death, Six of Swords, and the reverse, and the High Priestess. So maybe when I first got to know you, or maybe when I realized how special you were, I ran away or freaked out because I didn't know that I would really be able to do all of that work on myself and be the partner that you deserve. So it's like, I just felt like I had to accept the ending. I had to let go and deal with the fact that I would miss you like forever. But after some time has passed, they can't stop thinking about you. So we have the High Priestess. They feel like they communicate with you in their dreams, or that you communicate with them. They feel like there are like musical lyrics that keep almost like taunting them. Like, I know you miss me. I know you can't get over me. So why are you like just pretending that things are going to go back to where they were before? Hello, Christina. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Dream. What's happening? Four of Wands in the reverse, Two of Cups in the reverse. So they've had to be contemplating whether they were just going to be alone and give up on that connection that they have with you, or like, are they going to actually do the work? Hello, Gab. How we doing? Thank you for the tip. Oh, I hope your day gets better. Al's thoughts for me. I've got that added for you. Thank you, Gab. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? You didn't sound bossy. No worries, Gab. What else do we have? Seven of Swords in the reverse. The Hierophant in the reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So I didn't feel like I was good enough. I didn't feel like I could handle the learning or the ego death that I knew was required of me. So even though I saw how amazing love could be in your eyes, even though I had that glimpse of happiness with you, I just kind of accepted that it was just that like one-time thing, or, you know, it was just gonna be something that I always compare other connections. Like, they're never going to be as good as what I have with you. That's just how it is. They just kind of resigned themselves to, I had something amazing. It only lasted for a short time. And then now I have to deal with the fact that nothing will be as good. But something has happened, not associated with romance. This feels more so like a difficult lesson connected to social, community, or a family. And it has caused them to basically do some of that healing work for a different reason. Like, I had to step up in order to help my parents, or I had to let go of some of that immature behavior so that I could be there for my cousin, or so that I could be there for my best friend. And it's making me realize maybe I'm more capable of doing the things I need to do than I initially thought. Maybe I could do some of this work for the person that I love. Maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, Flower. Hello, Napping. How are we doing? Hello, Husayk. Aw, thank you. It's my happy place to go. Yes, I agree with that. All right, we've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Our Lovers in the upright. So I had to make a choice, and it demonstrated for me that I have this Emperor energy, even though I may have assumed that I did not have that Emperor energy. So maybe this is someone who has like selective ego. Like I'm confident with this, but not confident with that. I feel like I can do the superficial romance, but I can't do the deep romance. I can talk to people for a short while, but they'll get bored of me, eventually. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not going to allow that, John. Hi, John, if you want people to take you seriously, you're going to have to be respectful of them. And that is the opposite of respect. If you would like to be in my live chat, you're going to have to be respectful. Hello, China. Thank you for the Sunday. Hello, Carla. Thank you, Flower. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Guidance. Why feeling G's energy is... I sure hope he's okay. I got you. Yes. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Did I really? That's not a thing yet, Christina? I have seen it in so many people where you see the face that they present in social gatherings, or maybe it's even professional, right? I'm really good at this. I'm gonna have some bravado. No one can compare it to me. But then when it comes to things like romance, or when it comes to, maybe dealing with fitness or stewardship of a program or a property, sometimes people lack that confidence. And I can understand to some degree, right? Maybe you're just really naturally gifted at something like running or dancing, but to be able to transfer that dedication or like presence of mind to another thing that maybe is a little bit less satisfying for them, it could be seen as work. But this is someone who's understanding, if I can do all of that and make things better over there with my family or with my work, if I could be there and, achieve the impossible with that, then maybe I can also transform the connection I have with you and not have to just accept being heartbroken. So the wheels are turning for them, and that confidence is expanding towards the connection they have with you. Hello, Shayla. How are you doing? Yeah, exactly, Flower. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Gab. So we've got the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The truth is, I can't imagine myself being happy with anyone else. I only want that long-term love with you. I've thought about trying to get with other people, but they don't have that stability, or I don't trust them the way that I know I trust you. So they're coming back around to the idea of maybe, just maybe, we can make this work, even though we ran into an obstacle or had some issues in the past. It's too strong a connection for me to just give up. Eight of Wands, the Moon, Hanged Man in the reverse. So I'm no longer indecisive. I know you're my twin flame. I know that I'm capable of working on myself and working on this connection. So basically it's like, F it, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make an effort, even though for months or maybe even years, I've been running away from it. Some of you are going to be shocked. Like, I'm sorry, who's this? You may not recognize them. You may not recognize their number. You may have completely written this person off. You did not expect them to make this effort because perhaps your previous connection or the time that you spent together, maybe you were the one that had to do all the work. Maybe you were the one who had to communicate or ask for time together. Hello, third eye. I believe it's called the Tree of Life. Yes. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. There are varying degrees of crazy, and some of them are delightful. Hello, Kim. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for the compliment. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Hierophant. This person who walked away from you and gave up on the connection because they felt like it asked too much of them, now see it as the only connection they want to invest in. I've seen that I can, roll my sleeves up and do the work in this situation over here, whether it was work, family, friend, whatever they did. And they're like, so I think I can do that over there. Why did I run away from that relationship? That's important to me, so why not invest in it? Oh, that's wonderful, Kim. I hope he can work through that, Shayla. Hello, DH, how are you doing? I don't know if I could deal with being a teacher. How do I say this? I enjoy being around kids, but I don't know that I have the patience for kids who have electronic dependencies. Maybe I could have been a middle school teacher in like the 90s. I wasn't old enough to, but like before cell phones and whatnot. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? So we've got the Sun and the Ten of Wands. So you know what? Whatever I thought was over, whatever I thought I should just walk away from because I couldn't imagine myself doing all of the work needed for that. Now I'm like, let's do this. Sign me up. What's that Aerosmith song? It was in the like Armageddon movie. I don't want to close my eyes. Like I don't want to miss another moment with you kind of energy. So this is someone who's been gone for a long time and all of a sudden they've got this sense of urgency. Like, I know I've been gone for like years, but I need to find a time to call you today. I need to find a time to message you today. Yes, because I don't want to miss a thing. And you're right, Shayla, they are. And some of you have seen how I deal with people who are mean. YouTube has taught me how to say things without swearing, so that helps. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I know we haven't talked to each other. I know we haven't been in each other's lives for a little bit, but the reality is I can't stop thinking about you. No one compares to you, and whatever scared me about being with you in the past, it doesn't scare me anymore. And I just see it as worth it now. This is the Native American Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. Excellent. Thank you, DH. We gotta be mindful of how we use our energy, right? I think there's plenty of people on the interwebs who just need to feel connected. You might find that in my collective. There's some really awesome people here. Thank you, Shayla. Let me add that for you. Is the situation with Caleb limerence or real? I've added that for you. Thank you, Shayla. That's true. Hello, Galaxy King. How we doing? It's true. Yo, when I was a kid, maybe I shouldn't say this, it's gonna like age me. I was told to go outside and play in the street. You know? All right, what else do we have? This is the Native American Tarot, if I did not mention that. The Warrior of Shields, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Time has passed. The wheel keeps on turning. What they thought was impossible as of 6 months, 6 years ago, or maybe even for some of you, like 20 years ago, now they look at this and they're like, why was I so scared of that? That's really not that difficult to do. I can handle that. So we have the Five of Wands in the reverse, along with that Knight of Pentacles. Like, I don't know why I thought that was such a battle. I don't know why I thought you weren't worth it. But the truth is, I can't just deny the fact that I compare everyone to you and nobody is as good as that. Sounds about right, Shayla. Yep. Yeah, no, I lived in a neighborhood where we would go out and play baseball, like where our yards all met. And that was fun. Of course, I was like the only girl, so that was a little awkward. I was a little bit of a tomboy when I was younger. Hello. Hello, Lip Bitty. I remember you. How are you doing? It's true. Thank you, Flower. Hello, COG. How are you doing? Hello, Dev. I hope you're having a good one. Hello, Zyke. How you doing today? Thank you for the tip. If Amari will be my future divine partner. My future divine partner. If not, how do I communicate with him? Whenever I text, he takes a day to reply. Oh, you deserve better than that. What's that saying? If he wanted to, he would. Yo, the thing that really irritates me though, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's like in Spanish, amar is the verb to love. So if I'm taking a day to respond to someone who is interested in me romantically, I feel like I'm failing to love. Like, you deserve better than that. Hello, Amber. How are you doing? Yes, exactly, Gab. I played basketball. I had like a big old ponytail, whip people with it. Yep, exactly. I loved riding my bike around. Built forts, got all muddy, you know? Kids need to be out in the sunshine. Hello, JPA. How you doing today? Hello, Stargazer. Yeah. Corn Maiden and the Maiden of Vessels. So the Corn Maiden is the High Priestess. Look at that detail on that card. Sorry, can you see it? And the Maiden of Vessels would be like the Queen of Cups. Nobody loves me the way that you loved me. And I still feel your connection even though it has been so long. Weeks, months, years have passed. They still feel your energy. They still think back on the memories that they had with you. They still compare other people to you. And they still feel this pull. Like, I'm supposed to be by your side. I'm supposed to be with someone like you because you motivate me to be a better person. This is someone who has not always believed in commitment. Now, I want to be clear. There are those out there who prefer to be ethically non-monogamous, and that's fine. That's still a type of commitment, okay? That's still a type of commitment because you are agreeing to certain rules or, you know, I live with this person, but I can go out on dates with those. I'm talking about someone who doesn't want to feel any kind of connection that requires rules. They felt like they needed that kind of experience with love because they didn't want to have any promises or rules. But living that way has only caused them to feel more heartbroken than they thought it would be to be with you. So a lot of times you'll have people who think that they are avoiding heartbreak by avoiding commitment, and they end up getting heartbroken anyways because they fall for someone. They think they're gonna be just fine without that person, but they still get sad thinking about how distant you are from them. Hello, Ray, how are you doing? Oh, ow. That sounds rough, Rachel. Hello, Louise. How are you doing? Hello, Mark. How is Newcastle? So we have the corn dance, which is the Three of Vessels, or the Three of Cups, and the medicine woman, the Empress. So that's 2 3s. You're gonna start seeing the number 3 more often, especially in pairs or in triplets. Because this person's thinking about reunion. A 3 of Cups would be like a date or seeing each other again after a long break. How do I run into you? How do I see you again? How do I get like face to face with you again? Because I have something to tell you. I have something to confess. Because I thought I would be just fine without you. I thought I would be able to forget you. I thought I would be better on my own. And it turns out I can't stop thinking about you. Oh, thank you, Flower. Let me add that for you. Am I still right next to my path? Gain wisdom. Am I in it? Or on it? How high is my frequency? I love you too. Hello, Lioness. How are you doing? Thank you for the tip. Absolutely. The ex Marco, does he love me or not? Will we end up together? I'm just gonna turn that into a question. I hope that's okay. You're so welcome. Love the flower emoji as well. Didn't you play weird games when you were a kid, Third Eye? Look, if I was to expect anybody playing weird games in the woods as a child, it would have been you, Third Eye. All right. Where are we at? We got about another 5 minutes before I start the personal questions. And I feel like going big. These are the Visconti Sforza. Yes, they're like bigger than my head. Let's see. What else do we have about this twin flame situation, please? Yeah, it's okay, they're not. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So your twin flame felt most comfortable when they were independent on their own and didn't have anyone they needed to answer to. Now they're realizing that when they think about what would be the most comforting situation for them or what would make them happy after a difficult day, it would be seeing you. I thought walking away from you was protecting me or was making sure I didn't end up with a broken heart. But now I can't get comfortable no matter where I go because you're not there. Home is where the heart is, right? Oh, that's so beautiful. The moon. So they feel this like gravitational pull towards you. They feel like they need to speak with you again because if they don't try to heal the connection with you, they feel like they're going to regret it. Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, I walked away, I ignored you, I maybe even ghosted you despite how much love I felt for you because I didn't want to do all that work. I didn't want to be responsible for your feelings. I didn't want to feel like beholden. But now I recognize how silly it was for me to walk away from someone who just wanted me to be happy and inspired me to be my best self. So they're coming back around. What are they going to say? This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. Twin flame connections are meant to inspire growth and development like on an individual basis, but it doesn't always mean that you are meant to be together. You both have to work on each other or on yourselves if you want to actually make it work. So yes, they do eventually burn out if the other person's not doing their work or if you aren't. Hello, Lillian. You still have that connection, but it's not something, like you don't have to end up with each other, right? So this person's thinking about how much they want you. I can't stop thinking about you. You came closer than anyone. I was able to be on my own and ignore how I felt about people all my life, but you're the only one who really got through to me. You're the only one who I want to do the work for. I feel you leaving me behind, and I know I messed up everything. I feel like you're choosing someone else. I feel like you've decided to no longer wait for me. And if you did start dating someone else, this is crushing them. They thought you would wait or you would come back around. They know that you were a distraction from their pain or vice versa. I couldn't let you get close to me because then you expect things from me, right? Ventura, I owe you an email. My bad. I will be getting back to you after this live stream, but I hope you're having a good day. What did I miss? Hugs to you, Rachel. So we have, you were the best thing in my life. I'm so attracted to you. And I regret lying to you. I told you that you didn't matter. I told you that I would be fine without you. But that was a lie. I still think about you. Months later, years later, I compare other people to you, and I wonder what life would be like if I had just done what I needed to do. Hello, Grindhard. How are you doing? That's all right. All right, we're going to dive into those personal questions. We've got Gab, and then Flower, then Shayla, and then Zyke. Flower, I'm going to add your second one onto your first one, and then we have Lioness. All right, so for Gab, we're going to start with the B Tarot. What does Gab need to know, please? I hope you find it, Grindhard. Hello, DFA. How are we doing today? What does Gab need to know? The number 9 is important, Gab. We have the 9 of Jars and the 9 of Cups in the reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Princess or the Page of Jars in the reverse. There's something here that doesn't work out the way that you thought it would. I'm going to make the most ridiculous analogy, but remember that this does not have to be about desserts. Let's say that we have an ice cream truck that's going through your neighborhood and you chase that down and they are out of your favorite ice cream. And you're like, all right, if you don't have the baseball mitt ice cream, I don't want it. And then you go out later and you encounter a different ice cream truck who does have your favorite ice cream. This is like, do not get upset over something not being there for you when you want it. You're gonna get something like it or even better in a different way or like in a different venue. So patience. Your intuition is going to guide you where you need to be in order to get what you want. You just need to be able to like give it a little bit of time. So don't give up hope. Don't be upset. We have Strength in the reverse. There's a risk here that you're going to be like, fine, I'm going to go home. Screw you guys. But there's still an opportunity here for you. It's just going to come to you in a different way. Congratulations, DFA. That's awesome. Exactly. Hello, M. Costa. What's up? So, what are Al's thoughts for Gab at this time, please? We have the Tower and the 4 of Jars or the 4 of Cups in the reverse. There's a shift happening for Al. What is this shift? There is somebody who was previously close to Al that Al is like not really sure I want to be friends with this person or not sure I want to take advice from this person. I don't think I can trust them. 2 of Pentacles. This is making it more possible for Al to have stability and helping the thought process to be a little bit more mature. Oh, that's awesome, DFA. If y'all don't see it, the first 3 people that say they want a membership, DFA. Well, DFA, are you able to assign who gets them? I don't know if it lets you, but if it does, that's awesome. So we have the Prince of Pentacles and the Keeper. So there's new energy and a new thought process or a new approach that's happening for Al. And I feel like this is positive. It has to do with someone who's been a negative influence on Al no longer being seen as like a trusted friend or someone who gets it. Like, why would I ask for, like, advice from someone who doesn't know what they're talking about? Hello, Leon. How are you doing? All I know, DFA, is when people have gifted memberships, it just chooses random people. But that being said, I don't know, maybe if you click on another user in the live chat, does it say gift membership? That's what I would try if I were on your end. Ooh, thank you, DFA. Let's see who gets them. This is fun. Congratulations, new members. Thank you, DFA. Let me know if you have a question. I would be happy to pull some cards for you. I wrote down your name just in case. So, Gab, there is a shift in mentality as a result of being a little bit more independent. Al isn't dependent on somebody else's advice or opinion. And that makes it easier for Al to see things the way they really are with you. I feel like I'm watching the lottery. That's awesome. Yes, entirely possible. So I could maybe change the setting? Is that what you mean? Hello, Aisha, how are you doing? Of course. You let me know, DFA. All right, let's see what we've got for Flower. This is the Dali Tarot. What guidance do we have for Flower, please? What guidance do we have for Flower? Eight of Swords. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. Stop. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I've pulled 3 cards for you, Flower, and all 3 of them are 8s. Holy buckets. Aw, thank you, DFA. You are so sweet. Seriously, that's so generous of you. I am shocked here, Flower. The number 8 is important. 8s can be about walking away. They can be about success, stability. But this is saying there's something here that has felt limiting for you, that has made it seem like maybe motivation or, you know, putting in the work that's needed has been tricky. This is a block that's about to be removed. This has made it difficult for you to feel the emotions that you need to, or to process the emotions that you need to, but it's about to change. Empress in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands. So it could be because you're about to release some energy associated from somebody else. It could be because someone is fixating elsewhere. Is someone fixating elsewhere? Yeah. So there's someone who has been sending negative energy your way or blocking energy. They're fixating elsewhere and it frees up your energy so you're able to process things. So this is an ex, most likely, or a former friend. And the number 8 is important. I feel like this is a reference to August being a very positive month for you. 7 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever someone had been hoping to block for you, their magic or whatever energy they'd sent your way is blocked or falling away. And all of a sudden, it's like you get this like resurgence of energy. So in August, you're going to be much more powerful with manifestation than you have been as of late. I need you to be very cautious about what you say or even what you think about yourself and your situation, because that manifestation ability is going to be heightened. So very positive and, you know, shoot for the stars. Thank you, DFA. You are so awesome. Hello, Cece. How are you doing? I love Hawaii. All right, let's see. Why is Flower feeling G's energy? There's that other 8. Well, one of the other 8s. There's 2 more. G has been talking about you, referring to you as a Queen of Pentacles, all dressed up, looking lovely. G has been talking about you as like the best partner that G has had, to a close friend or a family member with that 3 of Pentacles. So because G is talking about you, you're picking up on that energy. May we assume this is positive? It sure seems like it. That you're one of the few people who works on yourself, lets go of the negative energy, and had a positive influence on his life. He feels like he was wrong about something or said something he shouldn't have to you and wants to correct it. So he may be getting advice as well. And what about Flower's Sun? She's feeling his energy as well. Is Flower's Sun okay? He is okay. He misses you. Little mama's boy. He loves you. He is just thinking about you, much like G is. Maybe even talking about you. I miss my mama. This is why you're feeling your son's energy, but he is okay. We've got the King of Cups. This is like feeling beloved. So I do feel like this is a better visit than the previous ones have been. Hello, Juice Squeezer. How are you doing? Thank you for the tip. Aw, thank you. Open to relationship. That's a very healthy way to approach it. What is great question. Most important for me to know right now. And welcome to the collective. You are joining when we have some really amazing members on. Oh, he misses you too. So, is Flower still right next to her path? Is she on the path again? You are back on the path, girl. Look at you go. I kind of like this actually. So we have the Page of Coins or the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the 7 of Swords. It's like you're dressed up as a ninja and you're sneaking back to your path while people who want to see you get distracted or fail can't see you. And they're like, where did Flower go? Is she over there partying? Is she getting distracted by a player? Where did she go? And you're like, I'm already back on my path. You can't touch me. Back away from me. I am busy. So you have lost anybody who was trying to follow you, which is probably why August is going to be so big for you manifestation-wise, because people can't locate you. People don't know what's going on. It's kind of cool. Ooh, let me capture this for you. Thank you, DFA. Seems to have made a change for the better. I love that for you. What do I need to know? Or do to keep positive momentum? I got you, DFA. Thank you so much for gifting those memberships. And thank you, Rachel, for helping me stay on top of those. You did, Aaron. DFA gifted memberships. Hello, Josh. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so happy for you. I hope you both have a wonderful reunion and sending healing towards your twin flame. Proud of you. Of course. All right, and then how high is the frequency for flower, please? How high is flower's frequency? Page of Cups. Tower. I love that. So if I was thinking like what would give the impression of like really tall energy, right? Really high up their energy, it would be the Tower, and we get the Tower. Now the thing with the Tower is that means generally there's a lot of change happening, right? I love this though, because the Page of Cups would be like a youthful energy and a hopeful energy. But with the Tower, it's like, look, things might have like caught fire or things might have gotten a little bit tricky, but I still know there's good things coming my way. So you have a high frequency or vibration precisely because you have this like, this too shall pass kind of energy. So give yourself a pat on the back, or, you know, buy yourself an ice cream, because you are doing wonderful. And I cannot stress this enough. August is your month. I need you to like do it all. I need you to manifest in what you want, because what I'm seeing is like, I used to play golf on Nintendo Wii, and you would have like, I can't even remember what the like movement was, but you would have to like swing the golf club when the power was at the max, and you're getting like max power, okay? So you're just like gonna totally whack that ball out of the park. I hope that analogy works. Okay, let's see what we've got for Shayla. We're gonna go with the Dragon's Tarot for you, Shayla, because you are awesome. And Flower, I'm sending you healing energy. I'm very excited to see how August goes for you. Hello, Savakuna. I hope I said that right. You're so welcome, Flower. Oh, Shayla, dang. Oh, Lord. Okay, is the connection with Caleb limerence? Yes, ma'am, it is. This is someone who masquerades as a King of Pentacles, but the real energy is Two of Cups in the reverse, or like avoidant. Y'all ever been with an avoidant before? Oh, well, like make all these grandiose promises and be very loving and romantic and pursue something. But then when it gets serious, it's like, oh, I think I left like the stove on. I just need to go away real quick. Okay. I'm not gonna come back. Bye. Like, this would be someone who runs. This could be a ghoster. We have the Six of Pentacles and Temperance. I love to find things like connections that feel amazing, but then they scare me, so I run away. Oh, I love that, Shayla. Sleep well, Flower. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Hello, Andre. Hello, Nana Banana. What's up? I would like to think that avoidance can figure out their issues, but in general, it seems like an uphill battle. So this is someone who will at some point turn and run away because, ooh, like you expect things from me? I don't know about that. That's scary. I'm gonna go over there and like, I don't know, eat some noodles and think about life and not have to be like your person. So be cautious with that. Hello, Felicity. How are you doing today? Thank you for the tip. I like to see there's a positive vibe shift. Excellent. With Ryan. Is it here to stay? I sure hope so. All right, let's get a little bit more for Shayla. Anything else that Shayla needs to know with regards to Caleb, please? Oh, don't run away. I just realized what I said. I've been telling you you're dealing with an avoidant. Don't run away. And what card am I picking up? The Chariot, number 7. Like, don't tell me what to do, woman. I'm gonna run away because I want to. You can't keep me here. Knight of Swords. So things are gonna change on a dime. There's gonna be some sort of argument, and then it's like, sorry, I gotta run. I can't be here. And you're gonna be like, what? Except for this isn't gonna actually happen because you're gonna be like, I feel like you're an avoidant, so I'm gonna leave. Thanks, bye. There's something better out there for you, Shayla. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. I see you walking away from this connection because you've already identified it as limerence, somebody who just really wants to feel close to you before they walk away. I see you walking away from it first. You're like, I'm on to you. I'm gonna make better use of my time and my energy than giving it to somebody who wants to just like cut and run, right? Because you make that decision, you elevate your love life. So I am excited for you. Things are going to change for the better because you walk away from this connection. Yay! Yes, I think you're absolutely right. Wanting some validation and like to feel wanted, and then I'm gonna run away. Did I actually say hello to Erin? I feel like I just said yes, you got a membership, but hello, Erin. Oh, have a good one, Ventura. I will email you after the live stream. Yes, you at least deserve reciprocation. Love you, Shayla. That's great. No worries. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Shayla. So for Zyke, we've got the Royal Fez or the Moroccan Tarot. Will Amare be my future divine partner? It's a decision between Amari and someone else. Is this someone else someone that Zyke already knows? Yes. Does Zyke know this person is interested romantically? Yes. Oh, this is interesting. This is like a soap opera. So look, Amari has the potential to be your future divine partner, but only if there are some things that Amari stops doing. Namely, it's time for a little bit of growing up energy and some shifting in terms of how Amari approaches you. If you're waiting a day to communicate, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. I really don't. Like, what if I was asking if you're available to hang out later that day and you answer me the next day? Like, that doesn't work for me. So if Amari grows up, changes these behaviors, and is comfortable showing you how important you are, then this could be a divine partnership. But as of right now, we've got too much like holding back energy on Amari's side. Is Amari talking to anyone else? No. But I don't feel like Amari's being honest with you about what's going on. It's like, I'm busy. Are you though? So busy that you can't take 30 seconds to send a text message? That's interesting. But this is because we have somebody who is concerned about what else is potentially out there, or like, what are you going to do in terms of expectations? So with Temperance in the reverse, right now, this connection is seen as not a match. Because if you're not going to be emotionally available, like, what are we supposed to do? Trade baseball cards? Write reviews on Thai restaurants? Like, how are we going to build a connection unless you know how to communicate in a timely manner? This isn't like 1800 where we have to like exchange letters and they have to be delivered by horseback. Like, hey, it's the digital age. You don't need to be responding within like 2 minutes, but like, let's get on it. If Amari doesn't change, I see you being interested in this other person who I think you already know wants you. This person knows they want you and is not afraid to show you. And as soon as they see that there's a problem between you and Amari, they're gonna be like, hey, so are you single? Can I take you out? Can we get to know each other better? They would show up for you. This person is not gonna play games. So do they have good intentions? Yes, they do. I like this other person better than Amari. This is someone you already know, and I think you suspect they have a crush on you. They have been respectfully at a distance to make sure they're not disrespectful towards Amari. Does he know that Zyke is divorced recently and has kids? He knows. That doesn't bother this guy. I don't care. I'll be the stepdad. Let's move in together. I'll make you happy. I'll marry you. This person's like into you. Like, give me a chance to show you what real love is. I vote for this person. Bye-bye, Amari. You don't know how to communicate within 24 hours? I'm gonna go with this person over here who loves me for who I am already and is not scared to do so. That's my vote. You have to live your own life, but if he wanted to, he would, is a real thing. Not Amari, the one who likes you. And I feel like you already know this person is interested in you. You already know this person, and if they know that you're not interacting with Amari like that, they're gonna make themselves know. They're gonna ask you out. So I don't know, maybe post on your social media like, single life. You'll hear from them. Hello, Pedro. I am indeed. Feel free to put your question in a super chat. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. This is someone else who's interested in you because Amari's playing games or is holding back. Is basically demonstrating I'm not ready for this. Someone else, if they know you're not talking to anyone else, they're gonna like make their intentions known. So that would be my recommendation. Because if somebody is not willing to communicate with you in a timely manner, it doesn't matter how you communicate with them, you cannot draw that out of them. My best advice is you pull away. Okay, you're not serious, then I'm not serious. So that other person, they would treat you so well. I like that for you. That's what you deserve. All right, so we've got Lioness next. After Lioness, we've got DFA, and then Juice, and then Felicity. So for Lioness, we're gonna use the Marseille Cat Tarot. Hello, Jerry. How are you doing? Hello. Is it Ill or Lil? Single like a Pringle. You're welcome, Zach. I wish you so much luck. Let's see. For Linus, we have the ex Marco. Does he love Linus? I don't see love here. With Strength in the reverse, it feels to me like we have someone who lacks confidence or the ability to stay focused. So we have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Two of Swords. Is Marco interested in someone else? There's someone else who's captured Marco's attention. This is someone who has a very take charge energy. I don't know how to say this other than it looks like Marco has encountered somebody who is like a little bit controlling and is like, okay, you can fix me. Like, proceed. Will Marco have a change of heart and want to reunite with Linus? I don't see that. I see this being the end because there seems to be a lack of confidence with you. Why is this? It's like you ask me to work on too much. You have too many expectations. Is there someone else in the near future for Linus? When you release Marco's energy, it could be as simple as saying, I release Marco, I release Marco, I release Marco. I see you calling in a divine counterpart. But until you release his energy, you're like kind of stuck in a holding pattern. So right now, the only block to you being in a happy relationship is looking backwards towards Marco. With this Knight of Swords in reverse, it's something that you have not said that ends up freeing you from that connection that isn't deserving of your loving energy. Tell me more about this other person. This is someone who has healed from a difficult breakup in the past and is interested in a relationship, but very selective. So they are not dating currently. They are focused on themselves. Because this is someone who knows that there are a lot of people out there who are not interested in doing right by their partner. So they don't want to get involved into a relationship until they find someone who has been working on their healing as well. So they're basically focused on their work, maybe their family. But this is someone I see you ending up with. This is someone who would be good to you. But it won't happen until you walk away from Marco's energy. Hello, Marsha. How are you doing? Hello, Mahadev. Yes, I agree. Hello, 8-Bit. I thought of you because I had a total that was 88. I was like, 8-Bit would like that. Linus, there is a beautiful relationship waiting for you. Marco ain't it right now. Or maybe not ever. Because it's like, I want the easy way out. I want somebody who will just like take care of everything for me. I don't want to put all that effort into it. You deserve somebody who's willing to put effort into the relationship. And when you walk away from Marco's energy, you walk right into this beautiful new relationship with this picky person who would be good to you. I like that for you. Thank you, 8-Bit. I'm sorry the day has been a little bit rough. Let's get you some good news. I've added that for you. Hello, Humera. You can put your request in a super chat just like 8-Bit did, and I'll add you to the list. All right, so we have DFA up next. Thank you again, DFA, for donating memberships. You are kind and generous. So for DFA, seems to be a change for the better
What does DFA need to know or do to keep the positive momentum? Okay. So I've pulled 3 cards and we have 2 aces. There's only 4 aces out of 78 cards, so that's significant, mathematically speaking. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Be honest with yourself, DFA, about a failure. This is not saying you're a failure, but this is saying something is not the right path for you. And the sooner that you acknowledge that and that you are not in the right spot, the better things go for you. So yes, there's a change for the better, but it's like, I haven't thought about that in a long time. It's like you're on the right road, and then when you're supposed to veer off, you stay on that road and miss your exit. So when you are honest with yourself about, oh, hey, I think I missed my exit, it's easier for you to like double back and go where you need to go, right? I chuckled because when I was a little girl, my dad would like sit me on his chest and like pretend like we were on a bumpy road, and then he'd be like, oh no, what's that? Blah. That's this. Like, you can avoid some instability by making sure that you recognize, oh, you know what? I was supposed to veer off back there. I got to turn around and make that turn. Is there going to be like a sign or something that helps DFA to notice this is when I need to make a little bit of a pivot? There sure will be. 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords in the reverse. I'm real focused on this cat. There's either going to be like a cat meowing. It could even be on like a song, or, you know, the song that you're listening to has some reference, like the artist name is a cat name. Or I was just the other day in a business that was called The Black Cat. There's something to do with a cat that warns you, okay, you need to be like ready to turn off or, you know, pivot elsewhere. And you're going to notice it. It's not going to be something that you're like completely oblivious to. But that's when you know, okay, I got to watch for an exit soon. We have the Emperor and the 6 of Wands. You have a lot of success coming your way. So the faster you recognize what needs to change, the better it will go for you. Oh, thank you, 8-Bit. That's so kind of you. 8-Bit, let me know if you have another question I can add on to your super chat request. I would be happy to do more of a reading for you. Y'all are so generous. Thank you. Very nice. Anything else that DFA needs to know as far as this positive momentum, please? King of Cups, 2 of Cups in the reverse. I see you writing a letter to somebody that this could be an ex, or this could be like a former friend, or even someone in your family that you needed to distance yourself from. But I see you writing a goodbye letter to someone you no longer speak to. Thank you for the good times. Thank you for the lessons. I'm going to let go of this energy now. Maybe you even burn the letter after you write it. Burn after reading. I also see a message here about needing to be very particular about the music that you listen to or the types of media that you consume. If it's super negative, it impacts how like high you can go with regards to this success. So even though it might feel a little bit cheesy, make sure you're choosing more positive music. Now, as somebody who loves, you know, like, have you ever listened to Kitty, like Brackish? Which is funny because I told you to look out for like a black cat. I love like some of that, like, I don't know, angry music, but this is saying you got to make sure that you have more like positive energy around you. Thank you, Flower. Let me add this for you. She told me she was going to bed and she's back for more. So frustrated with G not responding. Oh, I'm sorry. From 2 days ago. Why and how to let go. I have added that for you. And 8-bit, we have another addition. Excellent. How is 8-bit doing? What a great question. Rebuilding generational wealth. I spelled that wrong, but it's okay. You guys won't make fun of me, will you? Thank you, 8-bit. I appreciate you. Yay, Felicity knows what I'm talking about. I love it. Oh, thank you, James. Yes, exactly. Okay, so DFA, you got this. You might need to write a letter. You might need to get like a little bit more positive music. Don't miss your exit when you need to pivot in a different direction, but you got this. Thank you again for your generosity. I appreciate you. And I'm super happy for you winning that money. All right, let's see what we've got for Juice. And then we've got Felicity after that, and then 8-bit, and then Flower. So for Juice, such a mature question that you asked, Juice. I appreciate that. Open to relationship, but you don't feel like you need to have it. What is the most important thing for Juice to know right now? Ooh. I love this. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the High Priestess in the reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles. You have a hater, Juice, who may believe that something that you want to pursue, most likely this is something where you would make money. Maybe you are an artist and you can sell the things that you make or create. Maybe you are pursuing a promotion or considering, you know, your own side hustle. Do it. Yes, I did. Thank you, Rachel. Do the thing. I see you being able to create something amazing. This 9 of Pentacles has like Empress vibes, which would be another 3, by the way. But we have a hater, this High Priestess in the reverse. This is somebody who's going to be like, I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's going to go well. I don't think you can make that work. Like, who would even try that? Shush your face. Someone here is going to discourage you from trying to do something or applying for something or starting something of your own, and they are wrong. They're thinking about what they're capable of and then telling you what you're capable of. They don't get it. So I feel like because you pursue what you want, this is how you meet the new person. So you get into a relationship because you pursue this avenue of starting your own business, or maybe you are going for a certification. Maybe you have to go buy, you know, some books in order to educate yourself on how to do this. That's how you meet someone. So not only is this going to be beneficial for you in terms of your finances and your security, but it also is what brings you into orbit with this King of Pentacles. So it's like a double King of Pentacles. A double rainbow, what does that mean? Oh my gosh. It's a double King of Pentacles because you become a King of Pentacles. You have more stability, you earn more money, you are seen as an expert, but you also meet somebody who is capable of offering you a very loving relationship. And I see that being, this is a Four of Wands. It's a level up for you in terms of your professional pursuits and potentially a marriage. So you have a hater, this High Priestess in the reverse. They don't know what they're talking about. They're going to tell you you can't do this thing. And I'm going to tell you you can do this thing. You're going to make it look good. You're going to make it look easy. It'll be like those figure skaters where people are like, how do they do that? That's going to be you. So listen to your intuition. It is guiding you to do this thing. Yes! You already know what it is. I love that for you. Anything else for Juice, please? The Lovers. You may be able to be quite effective at hypnosis regarding decision-making or like healing within the context of relationships, because we have the Lovers here. I have to be real cautious because this card has like all of the nudity. But the Lovers is about major decisions, and it's also the soulmate card. So I feel like the hypnosis that you're specifically really good at has to do with this Lovers card. You might even want to write that down. You may be really good at helping relationships get back on track, or it could also be you inspire people to finally make the decisions they need to be making. I love this. This is such a beautiful, you have incredible energy. Anything else for Juice, please? Justice. You are an excellent guide for people who need to make a decision. Yeah, I love this. I may even say this Justice card is like the loudest one on the table. You have a very strong balance between the more analytical side, understanding all of the facts, but then you also fold it in with that emotional consideration or that understanding of the divine feminine. Love it. So don't let somebody talk you out of doing something incredible because you are absolutely capable. And I wish you so much abundance with that. You're going to make some important changes possible for people. All right, let's see what we've got for Felicity. We're going to go with the Weird Cat Tarot for you, Felicity. Hello, Mert. How you doing? You're so welcome, Juice. For Felicity, there's been a positive vibe shift with Ryan. Is it here to stay? I don't see it being here to stay, but that's because it requires nurturing. So what I mean to say about that is if you buy a beautiful flower at the garden store and then you set it in the corner where it doesn't get any sun and you don't water it, it's not going to look that great, right? Great, I have a weird cat. I love it. This is saying you can keep this positive vibe shift, but it requires nurturing. So I would look into some literature or look up on YouTube some reputable channels about maintaining this, because I feel like it requires something like a weekly check-in. So I know I've read something about for married couples having like a weekly check-in. Maybe every Sunday we say, hey, so what went really well last week? What do you have in the week ahead? What could I do to be supportive? There's something like that, that if you implement, you keep this positive vibe. But if you want it to just stay like that, it doesn't stay without a little bit of help from you and probably also from him, right? So there's something you add into the mix, something that requires a little bit of planning. It could even be like a weekly date night, right? But this enables the two of you to stay on track and continue to build on the harmonious connection that you have. I love this card. This is the happiest card in the deck, the Sun. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. So you can choose to take action and then you maintain that Sun energy. But the Sun, of course, is also a card that talks about enlightenment. Seek out that information or that advice that would help you to make it more likely that that positive shift is permanent. But it requires nurturing. Little things that you can do for each other to make sure that it stays fresh and new and happy. Six of Wands, victory, happiness, success. So you have the ability to maintain this, but because life is always going to have little obstacles or difficulties along the way, when there is unhealed energy or, you know, you cut yourself, you need a Band-Aid, right? If you have an agreed upon approach to difficult times or difficult situations, then you can maintain this positive vibe shift. So I love that for you. All right, let's see what we have for 8-bit. And good luck to you, Felicity. You're so funny, Flower. Don't worry, Flower, you are after 8-bit. Hello, Chevre. How are you doing? I love that. That's awesome, Felicity. Oh, to you as well. So for 8-bit, thank you again for donating memberships, by the way. What good news do we have for 8-bit, please? Okay. Something that has caused you anxiety and stress or even heartbreak in the past. There has been efforts made or work done to recover. So is this work that has been done by 8-bit? No, this is someone else's work. So is 8-bit about to hear from someone who's been working on themselves? Yeah, there's someone who's going through recovery. You may not hear about it. You may not know about this until, you know, like the end of the year. We have someone here who has been going through it and repeating a cycle that is negative. But they're going to find an opportunity and they're going to take advantage of it. 7 of Pentacles, they're going to be like, why would I not do this? The number 7 is important. We've got the 7 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. So someone you may not be in contact with anymore, this person is going through recovery. This could be substances. This could be a relationship that has been very bad for them, but they're making the right choice. I don't feel like you're going to know about this right away. I feel like you find out about it down the road a piece. But this is someone who repeatedly made a mistake, repeatedly chose the wrong thing. You probably had to distance yourself from them, and you're going to find out that they've chosen a better path for themselves. So if you know who this is, say a little prayer for them or send some positive energy their way. I love this though. They've got what it takes to make the right choice and not fall back into old ways. In part because they have gone through a loss that has really highlighted for them, like this is happening because you repeat that same behavior that you know better. Like you shouldn't be doing that, right? And how is 8-bit doing with regards to building generational wealth? I'm doing well, thank you, Mert. Hello, Samir. How is 8-bit doing with regards to building generational wealth? Emperor. Hanged Man. Hierophant in the reverse. So this is interesting because the Emperor is number 4 and the Hierophant is number 5. Hierophant is in the reverse, so it's like you're about to get to boss level. But it requires you to see something differently. Hanged Man is about a different perspective. So what is it that 8-Bit needs to see differently? There seems to be a perspective or a view that you have about something that you are not capable of doing or something that doesn't seem like the right fit for you. Is this about like money management? Yes, it is. 2 of Pentacles. So maybe there's a financial consultant that reaches out to you and you're like, nah, I don't need that. To be honest, that's been my reaction. I've met with one financial consultant. It was mostly helpful, but like most of it I already like, yeah, okay, I know that. There's someone here who can provide advice to you, and I feel like it's about your money's here and it would do better over here. This person gives you advice. I feel like initially you're kind of like, no, but they would actually help you increase like your take home or how much money your money can be passively making for you, right? So this is saying you are an expert in a lot of things. You are very capable, but this particular decision would be better made by someone who has a more intimate understanding of the markets or that process. So if you are reached out to by someone who knows how to deal with finances, it may initially seem to you like it's best to be like, nah, I'm thinking I'm good. No, it's fine, whatever. They might actually have the right advice for you. So it's like, this one trick will help you make $1 million. And it might actually, or it might help you avoid a loss. Just make sure you're being selective. Because, no offense to the people out there who do financial advising, but I think most of it's kind of a waste. Is it the same friend that I won't hear from till the end of the year? Oh, it's their thing. No, it's someone else. You don't know this person very well. I feel like it's going to be a random encounter. Like you're at the guitar shop or, you know, Home Depot. And this person's like on the phone or they're talking while they're in line. And you're like, hey, do you ever deal with such and such? It's going to be a random crossing of the paths. Someone you don't know yet, but they can give you some expert advice. And I like that for you. I wish you much abundance, 8-Bit. You are awesome. And now it's time for flower. Cheese! Hold on. Darla, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Darla, if you have a question for me and you want me to pull some cards for you, you can put your question in a super chat. Otherwise, we've been going for an hour and a half, and I'm probably going to sign off after Flower's question. All right, so Flower is frustrated with G not responding from 2 days ago. Why and how to let go? There's something that is, like, I'm very focused on. So G is maybe very, like, into a project right now. Or dealing with a family issue. Could be focused on self-care. Like, I have too much going on right now, so I can't really respond. But I also feel like G wants to be in control. I'm gonna make you wait a little bit because I like to control the situation. So is there still some healing that needs to go on here? Yeah. This is someone who looks at love as something that can take control of you, and therefore if I exert control over that situation, then I avoid losing that control, right? Yes. So maybe he feels like he needs to wait until after that. So is he waiting until after the divorce? Yes. And it could be like legally he needs to. So I can't give of myself to anyone right now because I got too much going on. Is this in part because of a legal? Yeah. He's nervous about what the consequences could be if he were caught communicating with you by the soon-to-be ex. I'm gonna give him a little credit for that because, you know, initially I thought it was just kind of rude, but this is maybe like how he has to deal with it. So give him some time, give him a little bit of slack. He is impatient. He wants to see you. He feels like there's a conflict of interest and he has to be subtle or he has to be like strategic with this. So be patient. Acknowledge that this is not because he doesn't want to talk to you. It's because there's a lot of change going on right now. So how does he feel about flower? Once I end this cycle, then I feel like I can finally pursue what it is that I want. But I have to get through this chapter ending first. But with the Nine of Cups, he sees you as happiness. Like, you make me joyful. So, patience. He needs you, or he wants you, but he knows he needs to do it in the right timeline. All right, y'all, I'm hungry. I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for being so awesome. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for donating memberships, DFA and 8-Bit. Y'all are awesome. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and hyping. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.